Magalan, home to a civilization of millions. Until the comet hit. Earthquakes shattered its cities. Firestorms swept the planet. And as Magalan fell into darkness, the survivors faced a world that was unrecognizable. Fighting amongst the ruins of the old world, new factions arose. The Berserkers, the clerics, the outlaws, each with their own vision of the future. But it wasn't only the struggle for scarce old world resources that drove them, for the comet had brought something new. Elex, an element unknown to Magalan. It could fuel technology, change the evolution of life, open new abilities to those with the will to control it. For the clerics, it drove new technological innovation. For the outlaws, drugs to free their minds. To berserkers, it gave the power of magic. Seduced by Elix's power, some began to consume it. Addicted, overwhelmed, most degenerated into vicious, mindless mutants. But there were some who could control their addiction. To them, at the cost of their emotions, Elex offered strength, focus, and stamina. These people called themselves the Albs. Seemingly unstoppable, the Albs have waged war on all who will stand between them and their need to obtain Elex. Advancing from the frozen wastes of Zakor and their fortress ice palace, the Albs threaten the future of all the factions on Magalan. Now, as Alb forces prepare their final assault, Jax, renowned Alb commander, is sent on a solo mission. One Alb, selected to change the fate of Magalan.
Jax, you've failed your mission. You know our directive. There can be only one consequence for failure.
better move before they come back to finish the job. And I better find a weapon. I must have been here for days. The Elex is gone from my system. I feel weak. Think, Jax. My weapons, my armor. Did Calyx take them? No. Did Calyx see it I was still alive? He would have finished the job. It was someone else. This dad. Calyx returned. Or if the Berserkers found me. Dead for sure. Maybe I could find something useful in there.
U3, one of my crony units. It looks like it took a lot of damage in the crash. That's insalvageable. I'm wondering where crony U4 is. If it's still active, then I might find it here in a den. Finding that drone would be helpful.
Technology from the old world. That's all that's here. I'd better move on.
Here in enemy territory. What was Calyx doing here so far from Zakor?
If I want answers, I need to find him. And, for that, I'll need weapons and equipment.
Evacuation sequence initiated. Remain calm and proceed to the indicated exits immediately. Follow all instructions from service personnel. Thank you for your visit to the observatory.
My jetpack. Finally some luck. The guy that took my armor dropped it. Now, all I need to do is find a way out, cross kilometers of enemy territory, and find out why my brother tried to kill me. What could go wrong? Edan, the land of the Berserkers. If they recognize me, they could finish Calix's job for him.
Come on, get up. If you're gonna make a habit of attacking people without warning, you should get better at it. I heard you before you even left the ruins.
Someone tried to kill me. They stole my armor and my equipment. Then I find you here waiting to finish the job.
First you attack me, then you accuse me of being a thief and a murderer? If I wanted you dead, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Trust me. You need to apologize.
Prove you're not the thief, and I might trust you. Only facts matter, not words.
Trusting people quickly out here is as good a way to get killed as walking around without a decent weapon. Which means you just got very, very lucky. I can help you find a safe place and new equipment, if you stop trying to attack me.
Why would you help me?
That's my job. I look for people out here and help them reach Goliad. You'll be safe there.
Safe? You could be some kind of slaver. What is it you really want?
I want this war to be over. Until then, Goliad needs more people to survive. And people need a safe place to go. Well, a safer place than being out here on your own. But you're welcome to stay and risk being picked up by an Alb raiding party. Between them and the Raptors, you won't live long. Say, you didn't see anyone else up there in the ruins, did you? You're the first person I found this trip, and it would save me a trip up there to check.
You can save yourself the effort. There's no one up there.
Well, then you got really lucky. An Alb raider crashed a few days ago, and their scouts came through looking for it. Trust me, you don't want to run into a party of Albs. But, hey, enough talk. You need to decide what you're gonna do. I'm going back to Goliad, and you can come with me if you like. Safety, security, and you can find work to earn enough to buy equipment. If you want a chance to survive, it's the best offer you'll get. That's why I joined the Berserkers. Out here, drifting, and hoping to stay alive. I knew it was only a matter of time before my luck ran out. I know joining a faction doesn't appeal to everyone, but it gave me purpose. And what have you got to lose right now? Nothing from what I can see.
I will come with you, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
Trust is earned. That goes both ways. You'd better remember that. Every choice you make adds up in this world. The way you speak to people will determine your course in life. Just take a look at yourself. No armor, no weapons, no companions. You've not exactly succeeded in life, have you? Well, all that changes today. Whatever you've done before, your life can start again. A new beginning. When the next Alb raiding party comes down from the north looking for Elex, the people of Goliad will defend you. You won't see the inside of a converter with us to protect you. Instead, you'll get a chance to prove yourself. To join us.
Why do you want to help me?
Like I said, Goliad needs people. Warriors, cultivators, hunters, storekeepers. Whatever your skills, we can find a place for you.
You'll train me and give me equipment?
If you stay, you'll have to earn your place. But be you cleric, outlaw, or alb, that's true everywhere. Sure, you'll get given orders and you'll have to follow the law, but it's not like you have things easy out here. Look, we can keep talking, but at some point, you gotta decide. So, what's it gonna be? Are you gonna stay here, or come with me?
Your actions and words seem to match. I will trust you. For now.
Yes, well, I'll take that as a compliment. You won't regret it. Combat, magic. If those interest you, then the Berserkers offer training to people who join their ranks. We'll make a warrior of you. We should get going. This is Raptor territory. You won't last long if a pack of them turn up here. Follow me to Goliad, and you can earn the Elex to buy armor and supplies. Trust me, you'll need them.
I want to find the thief who took my armor.
Well, for anything stolen near here recently, I would start with Ray. He's an outlaw I found out here a few days ago. Very jumpy. Definitely looking for something.
Where do I find him?
Huh. I don't know. He disappeared off to the northeast. I'm guessing he went back to Tavar. But, hey, I wouldn't rush after him. He's probably sold your armor by now.
I will come with you to Goliad. Lead the way.
Then follow me. And if we lose each other for any reason, you'll find Goliad to the east, at the foot of the mountain. Just look for the light from our mana shrine. You can see that from a good distance away. Oh, and the name's Duras. Pleased to meet you.
Just lead the way.
Very well. And keep up. Keep your eyes open. We're entering the hunting grounds of some of the local wildlife. And neither of us want to end up as Raptor food. Let's go. Are you ready to go on? Let's go. Okay. Watch your step. I've never come through this area once without getting attacked.
If it's so dangerous, why do you come out here?
Magalan almost died when the comet hit. A living, breathing planet turned to ash and dust. But the Berserkers are using their magic to bring our world back to life. Just look around you. Edan is the greenest place on Magalan. They need more people. And they offer anyone who comes the same chance to start over. We should move on. One downside of all this plant life is that you can't see the Raptors coming.
Let's keep going.
All right, then follow me. Are you ready to go on? We should get moving. Are you ready to go on?
What are the ruins over there?
Remnants of the old world. A reminder that the past can be left behind.
Can we find anything useful there?
Maybe. Maybe. A group of clerics came through this area a few days ago. A scouting party reconnoitering Goliad. Well, that was their plan. Instead, they ran into a group of rot boars. Got chased into those ruins and haven't come out.
Eaten by rot boars? That is no death for a warrior.
Concern for an enemy? Well, you're right. No one deserves that death. I wish more people would look for common ground instead of shouting our differences. Why haven't you joined a faction?
Stop questioning me about my business, or I'll get angry. I cannot decide whether to join a faction out here. Let's go on.
Well, we have a choice to make. You're short of equipment. We could see if the clerics have left any in the ruins.
You want us to go into the ruins?
That's up to you. But there's a risk to that. So, maybe we should just head straight for Goliad. I better warn you that the creatures in there won't take prisoners. It would definitely be safer to bypass them for now. So, what do you think? Shall we risk entering the ruins?
Let's go into the ruins.
A brave choice. Opportunities are there to be seized. Those clerics should be around here somewhere. We should get moving. Let's go. Are you ready to go on? Let's go. We should get moving.
Looks like someone used this as a camp before now. Maybe I could use it. This place will come in handy.
I'll get this one.
Not now.
Let's go. We should get moving. These ruins look like they were some sort of machine shop in the old world.
You know about the old world?
Only what I've learned on my travels.
Ruins and wreckage. The old world is irrelevant.
Irrelevant? It's where we all came from. The Berserkers want to grow the world back to what it was. The other factions pick through its bones, hoping to find the technology it left us.
Let's go on to Goliad.
Right. Follow me.
You say there were Alps in this area. How long ago was that?
The raider crashed a week ago. It's been quiet since then. Well, apart from the scouting party on the edge of the forest. It feels like something serious is brewing up there in Zakor. And that's bad news for us all. Are you ready to go on?
There was something hanging there. No, I'm not good enough for that.
Let's go. That's enough now. Let's go. Are you ready to go on? You should be able to make your way on alone from here. You can find supplies and get yourself back on your feet in Goliad. And then, the choice will be yours.
So I can just leave whenever I want.
You should try to get a better weapon and some armor before heading into the wastelands, but that's up to you. Have a look around our community. See what we can offer you.
What happens if you find an alb here?
They try and kill us, so we kill them. Except the Separatists, a group of Albs that has broken away from Zakor. Maybe they could be allies.
You think the Separatists will help you fight the Albs?
Maybe these Separatists want to join the Free People. Maybe they're just another threat. But I'm sure that together, we can defeat the Albs. But for now, the Separatists are outnumbered, without friends and defiant. They're already finding life is hard out here if you haven't joined one of the factions. That makes them jumpy, so I'd be careful around them. They're suspicious of everyone. Well, we have reached Goliad, but this is only the start of your journey. Look for me once you've settled in. You'll find me up at Warlord Ragnar's stronghold at the top of Goliad.
Will you stop sneaking?
Another incomer. Are you here to trade, fight, or just add another mouth to the masses? Because unless we get help, I don't know how we're gonna keep feeding the people we've already got here. They are supposed to be able to conjure stuff up with their magic, but can they do that with supplies? Can they magic up the food we need? No, they can't.
It doesn't sound like you're getting the help you deserve.
Don't pretend like you feel sorry for me. People like you are only interested in the power that comes from magic, not the problems of common folk. But then, what does magic do for me when I'm hungry? In any case, I won't let myself be deceived. Even if our magic can protect us from what is out there, it is no replacement for a full stomach.
What do you have to trade?
You can take a look at our stock. The selection is more limited than I'd like, but it's what we have. Of course, if we weren't besieged by outlaws, albs, and we're still pen-pushing bureaucrats, I could offer you more.
I need better weapons and armor.
I can't help you there. You can only get that sort of thing from our blacksmith. But he'll only sell to berserkers. And even if you're a berserker of the right rank, he will make sure it costs you.
How much?
A good few shards for sure. But if you've worked your way up through the ranks to be eligible, you should have earned a lot on the way. And the more hands we have working in Goliad, the more chance I have of getting the help I need.
Can we trade?
Look around. Tell me what you need.
Needs a key.
All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit.
You're new here, right? You're an incomer? Tell me, what do you think about our laws? Do you think they should be strict, or just used as guidelines?
Strict. Otherwise, why have them?
It's time you had an education.
Why are you asking me about laws?
Well, you're not one of us. So, I'm surprised you know about our laws. Listen, can I ask you a favor? As an outsider, you're not bound by our laws. Not as much as a true berserker.
What help do you need?
I believe I saw someone in the pit. Then he escaped. He's sort of hanging around outside town, down that path near the gate. I think he's an outlaw. I'm only guessing, but I think he must be after the equipment we throw down there into the pit. If it is really one, then he has to disappear.
Why would an outlaw be down there?
Stealing. Stealing, of course. Bastards want nothing else but to make themselves rich. And the pit is where we throw all the bits of technology once they've had the Elex removed. Worthless to us, but an outlaw? They'd try and sell maggots to a corpse, wouldn't they?
Why don't you tell the guards?
No, they're... If that's a real outlaw, they couldn't deal with it. They're not top-notch, that's why they're here, not on the front line. No, I wouldn't want to put them in danger, but you look like you can handle yourself.
What exactly do you want me to do?
Kill him. The outlaw. I'd recommend you do it from a distance. Don't get close. I'm certain he's up to something.
So, why don't you take care of it?
Well, I'm not allowed to leave here. I've got to do things. I'm a technical expert. Angram wouldn't want me to endanger myself. I mean, if he was a piece of technology, I'd be there. The Elex would be out. The law would be satisfied, but... Look, Angram's already watching me. He hears I've been near an outlaw, I'm dead, or exiled.
Who are you?
My name is Ornir. I'm one of the workers at the pit. We decommission forbidden technology here, making Magalan safer one machine at a time. I came up with that. Not everyone understands what we do here, particularly incomers. But as Amrek said, technology is seduction. The easy path will lay us waste. And so, here we are, removing temptation from the weak-minded.
I will take care of the outlaw.
Good. Great. Thanks. I saw him by the cliff outside the gate into Goliad. You know, below the pit. You should check around there.
Don't listen to those sorts of comments.
Well, there's a face I haven't seen before. Newcomer, aren't you?
You have a problem with new faces?
Problem? Me? Oh, I never have problems, only solutions. And I reckon we can solve problems for each other.
What problems?
Of the financial kind. The kind where I've got money I'm just looking to give away, and you have empty pockets to fill.
I'm listening.
I'll bet. You look like the listening kind. Except maybe being impaled up the unmentionables with a hot, rusty poker. But, and I'm getting to the point, here's me, right? A loyal and honest berserker, someone who knows what's right, what's legal and what's not. Then there's a newcomer like you. Well, any newcomer has the potential to make honest mistakes when it comes to legalities. And if you did, then I, as an honest berserker, could help put such mistakes right in a way that earns us both Elexit.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause I'm a hooded crow, not one of your rule-making Eisen clan, not a wannabe Hammer clan. I'm a good, honest, straight-talking, hooded crow.
Clans?
The Hammer clan, the Eisen clan, and the clan of the Hooded Crows. That's your berserkers. So, if you were to get your hands on rare, legally questionable items, I could, being a loyal Berserker, take that trouble off your hands.
Rare items?
Rare is where the Elexit is. You could spend your life dreaming of Elexit, or spend your Elexit living your dreams. Your choice.
You're looking for rare items?
I help people with problems. When someone discovers rare items that are legally questionable, I solve this problem without the need to take up the time of our busy official authorities. No fuss, no overstretching our legal authorities. It's much better for everyone. And all for the right price. I just do as any honest, loyal, law-abiding, practical Berserker should do.
About these rarities.
Yes?
What's the catch?
Catch? What catch? You'll earn a handsome amount of Elexit. Where's the catch in that?
Do you take me for stupid?
No. Stupid would only cause me trouble. Who wants stupid? Smart is what I need. Smart knows how to keep everyone happy. Smart knows how to keep the laws in perspective and turn a healthy profit. And I can see you're smart.
Exactly what goods are you looking for?
Me? I don't want anything. But I might know a few people in need of mature healing roots. Born the cultivator knows where they grow. And if you could persuade him to let you harvest them, then maybe I could persuade someone to give you Elexit for them.
And if I just give the roots to Born?
You could, but then Born's not going to be as financially grateful as me. Meaning he'll pay you less if I have to spell it out.
Do you need any other items?
Well, there is something that needs acquiring and redistributing. You know the pit, right?
What's the pit?
Oh, it's a storage place. They keep unwanted items there. Well, Yora, the guy in charge there, needs help collecting things with Elexit in them. And here's you looking to be helpful. So, how about you help collect that stuff for him, then accidentally lose it on the way back?
You want me to bring you things with Elex in them?
Well, truth be told, Yora really doesn't like that stuff. And I know people who love it. So, it would be winners all around.
What's the rarest item you're looking for?
Well, there is one thing, but it's a bit special.
Tell me about it.
Well, if you're sure, once we talk about this, you'll be committed. It's all about trust on this one.
Just tell me.
Well, you see, Ragnar, one of the big bosses here, has something of particular interest to me. A family heirloom. Eric Eisenfaust's sword.
Who is Eric Eisenfaust?
You've got to have heard of him. He was one of the greatest warriors ever to fight for the Berserkers. Eisenfaust is a legend here. Kids worship him. Warriors want to be him. Not Ragnar's either. Who knows how he got the sword, but it wasn't legitimate, trust me. Some say Eisenfaust was the real founder of the Berserkers, that he took Amrek's dreams and made them real. They say that 50 years ago, Eisenfaust destroyed an entire army of the clerics' fighting machines using just this sword. Load of old hooey, of course, but even so, with his name on the sword, it's almost priceless. Almost. I'll give you a reasonably sized stack of Elexit for it.
Any more rare items you're interested in?
You've noticed the Mana Shrine, right? Big building in the middle of Goliad?
Yes.
Well, it just so happens that building contains all the Elex they use to make mana. And mana is magic in whoever's hands hold it. I'm telling you, Elex can make profits appear out of nowhere. All you have to do is make it disappear from under Caldron's nose.
Can you get a hold of Alb technology?
Alb tech is far, far too hot in Goliad, my friend. I'm a brave man, but no outlaw, no reaver. I mean, just the other day, I met a bounty hunter who was trying to track down an outlaw over something. Trust me, you want to stay away from that life and that merchandise.
I'll get you Eisenfaust's sword.
Your skills, my needs. What a beautiful business we do together. But be careful, yeah? Ragnar's not gonna want to part with that sword willingly.
I'll get it for you.
Then your reward will be waiting for you.
So, what is your crime?
What?
I am Warlord Ragnar, patron of this Berserker settlement, while Master Thorold is on pilgrimage. Anyone who commits a crime must answer to me. Emissaries from the other communities also have to speak to me first. So, are you an emissary? Why are you here? Speak.
I'm actually not from Edan.
Oh. Hopefully you have good news from the other lands. Otherwise, this will be a very short guest performance for you here. So you had better think very carefully about your next answer. Again, what exactly do you want here?
I'm looking for work.
You can prove yourself by helping the people of Edan. There is more than enough work to go around. So if you want to be tolerated here, you must follow my rules. These rules are very simple. If you harm the Berserker community, you will pay. If you serve the community, you will receive fair compensation for it. I hope we understand one another, because if not, you will have to answer to me. Is that clear?
You're the boss.
Yes, correct. The quicker you understand that, the better for you. Heed my advice, and you will find the Berserkers to be good hosts. Is there anything else?
Master Thorold. What kind of man is he?
Thorold is not here at the moment. The warlords are in charge of the day-to-day running, though all owe their allegiance to him, the Pilgrim. He has taken it upon himself to go into retreat, to seek the answers we need for Edan to survive. His knowledge of magic is superior to anyone's. If there is any person capable of solving the problems we face, it is the Pilgrim.
Do you think the Berserkers can stop the Alps from conquering Edan?
The Berserkers raised Edan from wasteland to forest. This is our home, and we will hold it.
I heard you had taken heavy losses.
War takes its toll. The clerics fought us, the outlaws have raided us, and now we must face the elves. But the Berserkers' roots run deep into the ground here. And we have something to fight for. With magic, with self-belief and hard steel, we have returned as many dead elves to Zakor as they have left Berserkers dead and dying here. Cormag, Angrim, and myself will see the Berserkers stand firm. Talk to Angrim if you want to know more.
How is your war against the Alps going?
Our war? This isn't a war of our choosing. They attacked us. Then they sent a party to construct a converter in the north of Eden. You'll find the metallic ruins of it there, and the soil around that monstrosity holds the bones of the Albs that came with it. Since then, they have raided, rather than try to hold ground in Eden. But who knows where and when they will strike next? Here, or in Tavar, or Ignadon. The war has hurt them, no doubt. Even their own kind has rebelled. There's a group of Alb separatists to the north. They continue their love of Elex machines, but they are fighting their own kind.
Where can I buy armor like yours?
Ha! You can't simply buy a warlord's armor. You don't even have the rank of a cultivator, let alone that of a warrior. And you want warlord's armor?
Why not?
Slow down, friend. First prove to me that you would be a good cultivator. So, make yourself useful in the city, and we can talk about better armor for you.
Where can I find Engram?
Look for him in the Warriors' Quarter, near the Mana Shrine.
Where is the Warrior Quarter?
That would be near the Mana Shrine. If you wish to find something in Goliad, take your feet out of the door and find someone else to be your tour guide.
Let's assume I help you out.
Yes?
What kind of special tasks would you have for me?
Special tasks? Why would you figure that I need someone who can do more than just the usual?
Because I see what's going on here.
Is it that obvious that we have some problems here in Goliad?
Yes, it's apparent.
I have to admit I underestimated you. At least you're observant. But it also takes guts to confront me. So you really want to help us out?
Yes.
There are many things to be done. Our people are dedicated, but we still have supply shortages. Food, medicine, machine parts, and other equipment. There are too few cultivators in the fields. Speak to the people here, and they can tell you where your skills are best used. Earn their trust, and you may earn mine. And if you're planning to join us, then I will have a very special task for you. A lot of people come to me, looking to join us, to climb the ranks. You look like you have ambition. If you earn my trust, you'll go far here.
You said something about a special job if I want to join you.
Correct. Then listen well. You must have sensed it out there, that things are changing, that something is happening. If we are going to survive and prosper, if we're to stand a chance against the Albs, I need to know what's going on there. That's where you come in. I need information about the other factions. Any information would be useful, but if you could bring me a report from the fort in Tavar, that would be very useful. So, be it the Outlaws, a trip to the Dome City in Abessa, or word from the clerics in Ignadon, I need information. Bring me a report from at least 2 cities.
That's a lot to ask.
You know your way around the wastelands. You've survived out there. So you have the skills I need. Plus, you aren't one of us, so you can blend in better with the other people. So if you want to join us, get going. The journey will have dangers, but if you stick to the path, you should reach the other cities alive. So, what will it be? Will you prove yourself? Impress me, and you will earn not just Elexit, but favor, promotion, honor. We don't trust the secrets of our magic to just anyone. If you want such rewards, you need to earn them.
You should come with me. See something more than Goliad.
With all the wounded there are these days, we can hardly keep up.
That's more of a reason. If we keep doing the same things, this war won't end.
Nothing we can do will end this war.
Someone has to do something. doing the same thing again and again. It's insane.
But what can be done that the warlords haven't done already?
We can take a risk. Isn't it more important that we win this war rather than how we win it? Come with me. I need someone to watch my back when I go look for some supplies. And I know I can trust you.
I can't leave. Stormson, Caldron is counting on me. And there are so many wounded.
You patch them up. I want to give people a chance to fight back. If I can pull this off, you will have fewer wounded to worry about. Why are people so blind? How can they stare at the same thing as you and yet see something so differently?
You think everyone should think the same way?
No, but if something is so obvious, why can't people see it? We're losing this war. Our enemies can see it, we can see it.
So, why won't anyone do anything about it?
It's not like there isn't a solution out there, a way we can win. But people stick to their old ways and new thinking be damned.
If you say so.
There's no point saying unless you're prepared to do. If you stay here, incomer, you'll have to keep your views out there. I think Goliad's walls have narrowed the opinions of everyone who lives here.
Are you in need of medical supplies? It'll take time to prepare them, I'm afraid. With all the fighting, we haven't any stocks left.
Do you help everyone who asks?
It is a healer's duty, especially in these times of war. And it is needed, bitterly. Which is what I have heard from everyone we picked up. Terrible. I wish I could offer aid to all those in need, but it seems not even our magic helps us keep up with supplies.
Can you heal my wounds?
Let me have a look. You don't seem to have any broken bones. Here, I think this will aid you.
Thank you.
We are here to heal. Besides, the more people who can patch themselves up, the less time we'll have to spend picking up the pieces.
You must hear a lot about what's going on.
I don't need to hear. I get to see the results. The magic the Albs are using is so destructive. Somehow they're managing to use pure Elex, and it makes me fear for our warriors.
It's more powerful than Berserker magic?
It's more destructive. With the damage it's causing, I can't believe it isn't tearing the Albs apart too. It must hurt them.
Hurt? Yes. But they're trained to reject emotions and feelings.
Yes. They say Elex makes machines of men, but I have heard there are Albs who have escaped their addiction. I wish I could meet one. Knowing what they feel might help me assist others to overcome their addiction.
What do you know about Elex withdrawal?
I met an Alb separatist. He was brought in as a prisoner. His external wounds weren't so bad, but internally, emotionally, he was trying to cope with all those withdrawal symptoms, and at the same time he was rediscovering his emotions. All that pain, all that confusion.
What happened to him? Where is he?
He died. It was all just too much. I wish I could have learned more from him. If he could leave, so could others. Maybe that could offer hope to us all.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Hey, did you know there were some weapons brought back here to Goliad? Energy weapons taken from the clerics? I'd be interested in getting a look at them, if you know how I could get a chance to do that.
An And if I did know something about them?
That would be good. For both of us. Listen, what I need is some help. Let's be straight. You recently tracked down a pair of cleric weapons, didn't you?
Is that an accusation?
This is a small town with lots of big mouths. There aren't really that many secrets. So, have you given those weapons over to the pit? Or do you still have them? I know some people who would be happy to pay for them. The Berserkers don't want them. The clerics do.
Are you some sort of traitor?
Me? No, I'm no traitor. I just know some interested parties who would like to get hold of those weapons. I'm sure they would be grateful for your help. You'd be making some useful friends.
Friends? You mean you're a cleric, or you know someone who is.
That sort of accusation can get someone killed, so don't go shouting that at me. I'm no use to you dead. Besides, you can do with a friend, and the shards they bring.
What will you pay me for them?
Of course. I can offer you Elexit if you give them to me. That would only be fair. And should you wish to learn more about technology, I could point you to where answers can be found.
I'll sell the weapons to you.
Sell? No, think of this as a finder's fee. I'll make sure these get back to the right place.
Welcome, incomer. I hope you are being treated well. Goliad has always opened its doors to those who need shelter. But these are hard times, and war grows suspicions. As for me, I think the free people should work together in this war with the elves.
Will I have trouble here?
It will mostly be talk. People gossip about incomers. If you want the people here to trust you, then help them. Once they do, they will open their doors to you. You will have a place to stay. A chance to become one of us. And they will likely reward you for your trouble. We Berserkers believe in second chances. It's your choice whether you take that chance or not.
Who are you?
I am Cormag, warlord of the Hammer Clan. Each of the clans has its own calling, and ours is magic. A gift given to us in our time of need. Proof that this planet needed a guardian, and that it chose us. We can channel power through our bodies, and battle the machines of the clerics. The power mana gives us seems limitless. And yet, it seems so normal now, doesn't it? It's hard to remember that magic is only a generation old. We have only just started our study of it. And the Hammer Clan has made that study our purpose.
What do you think about your laws?
Our laws bind us. They tell us who we are. How we interpret them, that is where we can do better. Death and exile shouldn't be the only sentences. There should be reward in repentance. Leniency could save us valuable people.
You think other Berserkers are too harsh?
Dedicated, not harsh. And sometimes dedication can blind us to other ways of thinking. Just imagine, if we Berserkers could enhance the cleric's energy weapons, or the outlaws' explosives with the power of mana, who could stop us then? Now, Angram would say that giving into technology would destroy us. But I wonder whether holding on to the laws too tightly will do the same. After all, there were those who tried to stop using magic. They said it was against nature. Now magic is all that defends it. Whatever my thoughts, the laws we have now are the ones we must follow.
Are there problems between the clans?
Give any group a name and they'll use it as a cause for argument with others. But, while there are always differences, we are all Berserkers. Anyone who forgets that needs a swift reminder of their true allegiance.
You have traitors here?
Not traitors. Troublemakers. People whose mouths move faster than their minds. You think we should use the law to silence anyone who thinks differently? I say they need to be convinced that our cause is best served if we work together. I've been saying that over and over, but it seems some people have stopped listening.
Maybe they would listen to me.
Perhaps. You could do me a favor and talk to Elder. He's been speaking out against the Eisen clan, but I'm not sure of the reason behind his anger. You will find him living with the other cultivators down in the cultivator house. I'd be grateful if you can find out the reason he's upset, before this bad feeling escalates into something else.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here. So, you want to fight?
About my support. Is there anything else that I can do for you?
You seem to take this seriously. That's good. Since I can't pass off my duties onto you, you will have to make yourself useful in another way. The cultivators are constantly bothering me with their requests. That needs to stop. Oh, and Erdor hasn't sent back any reports from the World Heart lately. Find out if he's all right, and if he needs anything. As you can see, there's always something to do here. Halt! You're wanted here. You must answer for your crimes. You are accused of theft of Berserker property. Judgment has been passed, and a payment is due. Pay this fine, or face the punishment that follows.
I will pay my fine.
Then penance will have been paid. You are free to go. But step carefully, and make sure you break no more of our laws.
way the comet struck. Just for a moment. Just to escape those four walls. The air is so much fresher. I brought our last bottle of wine. It covered the taste. He didn't feel a thing. He wanted to die free. We couldn't do that underground. Taste the wine, Justin. We'll both drink deep.
A diary. The cover says it belongs to Krull. Lots of written pages, but I don't know what to do with them.
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by Warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Tell me about the job.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliad a few months ago. A rather dedicated Berserker named Ascor was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
Tell me about the victim.
His name was Ascor. He was a warrior, newly promoted from cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Ascor wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Ascor's body rotting up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome it, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Ascor to point to who might be the murderer.
Do you often find clerics in Idan?
All the factions come here. For intel, for resources. We all take from each other. At least it's just rage from the clerics for now. There have been wars in the past. And it does seem like there are some clerics who want to repeat those mistakes and take us back into open warfare.
And you think I can find the killer?
You're a stranger here. That means you might see things I won't.
What kind of logic is that?
To be honest, I think this is a dead-end job. But Ragnar against all the evidence, seems to think it was a Berserker that killed Ascor, and he wants answers. Me, I think it's a wild goose chase. None of Ragnar's questioning has thrown up any proof a Berserker was involved in this, so chances are it was an Alb, an outlaw, or a Reaver. But if a warlord has an itch to scratch, then that means we have to go and scratch it. So, let's cross all these suspects off the list and give them some closure.
Is this why you brought me to Goliad? To do your dirty work?
I brought you to Goliad to give you a chance. And this is a way to earn it by getting a warlord on your side.
Does Ragnar think a Berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Idan. But if Ragnar's right, then it must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
I'll find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find out what happened. Myself, I don't know if we'll ever know what happened. But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
Will the suspects talk to me?
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions. Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
Who are the suspects?
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Ascor when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Irdor and Rock. Rock I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Irdor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliad at the time of the murder.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Ascor. I doubt you'll get a confession. I doubt any of them did it, but you'll get a sense of the men, and then you can report back to me so we can close the case.
Where can I find them?
They're all still out there. Track them down, then report back to me when you've discovered something.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
Stop messing around with that technology, will you?
Welcome to the Mana Shrine. Have you been sent here with a task? Or are you here in search of a healer? Speak now. Or have you taken a vow of silence?
Your healers here?
Ah, well, you will find healers among us. But you will learn we also use the name for those who heal, Magalan. Perhaps not Amric's best choice of name, but we're in the habit of using it now. We cure Magalan from the curse of Elex, and from that curse, we bring the blessing of mana.
It sounds like you're doing good work.
Saving our world. The only work that matters. This is the Mana Shrine, where Elex is turned from poison to nectar. One day, all Elex will come here, and Magalan will be free from its influence. Until then, we must contend with the danger here. The power released from Elex can make the shrine a hazardous place. Please, be careful here. The power of Elex. Tell me, who are you? You've not said what you're doing here. Something brought you here, didn't it? You were drawn to this place.
What are you talking about?
Was it a strange sequence of events that brought you to Goliad? A disturbance, a change to your life, and now events have brought you here. You know you need to be here, but you don't yet know why, if I'm not mistaken. What brings you to me?
What do you do with the mana?
Our mana is everything. It is life itself. It is mana that allows us to do magic. No other faction of the free people can do that. The mana potions we make give us that ability. It makes our warriors stronger, more powerful than any of the Albs machines. But it doesn't just make us strong, it also makes the world blossom. Look around. All of this is the work of our world hearts.
World hearts?
World hearts are the center of everything we do. The heart of the Berserkers. They are plants we enrich with mana. They bring the soil back to life.
What do you do here, other than give free advice?
As I have already explained, I oversee the mana shrine here. As Amric said, our hope for Magalan is that all Elex shall become mana. That from mana Magalan will be reborn. From wasteland shall spring forest, for we are the healers of the world. So, the workers bring the Elex to us, and we transmute it at the mana shrine. Well, that is supposed to be what happens, but people don't seem able to stick to their tasks.
How does mana help you cast magic?
That we have yet to understand, though we do study it. Even now, Thorold the Pilgrim has withdrawn from Elex to study its mysteries in the hope we can grow stronger. Those who cast magic will tell you that while the Albs lose their emotions closing off their minds, mana opens the mind, connects you and the world.
That sounds dangerous.
There are those who have lost themselves in the journey, but they are rare. It is the power of mana that is addictive, not the substance itself. You can see that in Goliad. We don't need mana like the Albs have to have their Elex. And we use a lot less. Most of the Elex we find is given to our seedlings. Mana puts our bodies and minds in harmony with the magic we use. For us, it is natural. The energy the Albs use in magic is torn from the world. It damages them, and it damages the world.
You say people aren't doing their tasks.
Yes, the biggest problem we have is temptation. Elex corrupts people as it does the planet. Last week, 5 large pieces of Elex disappeared from the shrine before it could be transmuted, at the same time as Kral, one of our guards.
So Kral stole the Elex?
I think Kral is the thief, but thinking is uncertainty. The searches for him and the Elex have come up empty, and I have no idea why he would take the Elex.
I can find Kral for you, for a price.
Honest labor deserves reward. I can put in a good word for you with the warlords. Then, if you decide to join us, that will open the way for you. If it is shards that would help motivate you, then I can offer you payment. I know we all need to pay our way in the world. So, will you help me?
Maybe. Where would I need to start looking for Kral?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? The guards tried Ragnar's stronghold at the top of Goliad. Kral spent a lot of time up there, sitting out on the main balcony. He's a thinker. While the guards might have been there already, they aren't the best of investigators. Maybe you will have more fortune if you look there.
So, how do you transform Elex?
Transmute. We transmute Elex. We place the Elex in the mana shrine. There is something in this mountain, the way the rock was changed by the comet. As the Elex passes through, it is changed, purified into mana. If you bring anything that has been altered by Elex close to the shrine, you can feel it.
You think you know what's going on? No one knows what's going on.
Why would you even say that?
Are you looking for something?
Krall's diary. No sign of the man. But let's see if he has left me a clue in here. Last entry. First the Elex devours him. Now it devours me. But I have no choice. Surely to steal is better than to kill. If I don't act now, then death must follow. So, the choice is made, and we must both go into the mausoleum. Perhaps we can live in this house of the dead. Either this guy is reliving teenage poetry, or I just found out where he went. I should tell Caldrum.
Well, I found Kral's diary.
Where did you find it? And does it tell you anything useful?
By the balcony of Ragnar's stronghold. Kral wrote about a mausoleum outside of Goliad. Maybe he went there.
Then he has picked the perfect place to hide. I don't know anyone who would go willing into that mausoleum to search for him. It is a place for the dead.
I'll go, if you tell me where it is.
Very well. You will find the mausoleum in the area outside Goliad that is down below the pit, southeast towards the World Heart. Tread carefully, though. People are telling stories of some sort of undead creature there. Not that I believe in such things myself.
Talk to you later.
I'm looking to make a trade.
And what brings you to me?
I've heard you're the person to talk to when you need something hard to get hold of.
Did Angrim send you? Look, I don't know where he gets these ideas about me.
I'm not here from Angrim. I need to buy a laser weapon, the sort the clerics use. I got hold of one recently, but then Hakon spotted it and confiscated it. Do you know how I can get hold of another one? And if you can get me one, can you get me, say, 3?
Are you insane? I don't know this man. I've never met him.
Keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, stranger. I've no idea what you're talking about. Trade? Me? I'm a solid, honest berserker. I don't know who told you what, but get lost before you get me exiled, or worse.
I'm going.
Why do you think you're losing the war?
You've seen the enemy. Alb raiders? Cleric mechs? Guns? We are the guardians of Magalan. It's our duty to win this war. Why does it matter how we win it? It's winning and choosing what we do afterwards that counts.
And how do you want to win?
In a fair fight. Not with swords and superstition against energy weapons. If we've crossed the line and are prepared to kill a man, why question the way he was killed? Better to give up some of our principles than ask our warriors to give up their lives.
About these rarities.
Yes?
I have Eric Eisenfaust's sword.
Piece of history, that. You're touching the past there. Listen closely and you can hear it. Sell me, Alric. Charge big, Alric. I'd better move it soon. Ragnar's going to go crazy when he realizes it's gone. Oh well. Pleasure doing business with you.
And the reward?
Is yours, of course. Thank you for returning my family heirloom.
Anything else you're looking for?
Not right now. If anything comes up, I'll let you know.
Teach me something.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm going.
That technology will get you into trouble here.
Analyzing. System error. Assistance needed. Maintenance protocol required.
You four. What are you doing here? You were supposed to have remained with me. Why did you leave the crash site?
Survival Protocol 7. Commander presumed dead. U4 unit attempted return to repair station.
But instead you were found by the Berserkers? You're lucky you haven't been dismantled for your Elex. Are you able to come with me?
System error. Failure of. System error.
Identify system error.
Analyzing. Minor damage to primary systems. Defense system and weapons are offline. Primary control system impaired.
Can you repair yourself?
Analyzing. Negative. No repair possible at this location.
Yeah, that would be too easy. Status report of our last mission goals.
Primary goal. Locate and secure Thorold, highest leader of the Berserkers, known as the Pilgrim. Mission status, failed. Secondary goal. Secure data describing transmutation process of pure Elex into mana. Mission status, failed. Tertiary goal. Scout Edan for weaknesses in the Berserker defenses. Mission status, failed.
Well, that was a success, huh?
Negative. Commanding unit status, privileges revoked. Execution ordered as a result of mission failure.
What do you need to complete repairs? This location isn't safe.
Identifying. Nearest automated repair station is in North Abessa.
Then go. But you four, you are not to report on my status. If asked about me, state that I died in the crash. I will meet you at the repair station in Abessa. What data do you have on the crash?
Analyzing. The Raider was on a direct approach to the primary mission goal. The Raider was hit by accurate ground fire. The shot hit an open port on the Raider. Evasion was not possible.
Where did the fire come from exactly?
Analyzing. Cannot positively identify. There were no indications of magic. Possible responsible parties, the Outlaws, Clerics, or Alps.
Albs too? What exactly do you mean?
Analyzing. Possible indications that an Elex-powered weapon was used. Albs use Elex-operated weapons. Status of open port on the Raider was unusual. Port could only have been opened and secured in place during maintenance in Alb repair station.
I was told it was faulty. Why would our own people sabotage the mission?
Analyzing. Motive unknown. Identity of shooter unknown.
There are some answers out there somewhere. Could the Outlaws have been responsible for the shooting?
Analyzing. Capabilities and behavior of the Outlaws difficult to calculate. Cannot state probability.
Why did you leave the crash site?
This unit was offline for 1,043 seconds. On recovery, U4 could not locate the commander. My objectives were to complete the mission or return to base. System error.
Then you don't know anything about my execution?
Analyzing. Negative. Executions are standard ALB operating procedure for mission failure. Failure is not tolerated. It is against the directive.
So they say.
But executions end with death. Assumption. Commander must be using rare example of ALB humor.
Yes. I'm joking, you four. I mean, who would want to kill the great Commander Jax? You mean it could have been the clerics who shot at us?
Analyzing. Flight was over Berserker territory. Clerics did not have much reason to defend the primary mission goal. Calculations indicate low probability of cleric participation.
What about the Berserkers? They would have at least had a motive to shoot me down.
Analyzing. The ground fire was from an energy weapon, not magical in origin. Probability of Berserker participation, low.
That that somehow means everything and nothing at the same time.
Hey, you, what are you doing? You're scaring away everything within a day's walk. You crash around like that, you'll scare off anything you can eat and attract everything that wants to make a meal of you.
I don't know these forests.
That's as plain as a horny troll in your sleeping sack. You'd better learn quick if you want to stay alive. You're scaring away the prey that is my livelihood. It's hard enough bringing in the food I have to, without some big-footed oaf crashing through the forest. Still, seeing as you aren't a natural hunter, maybe you'd like to buy some goods from me.
You're a hunter?
Yeah, I found my place. This is where I belong, with nature and for nature. I want nothing to do with Goliad.
Why not?
Too much talking, too much bullshit. Out here, peace. But you look like a talker. Is that why you're here? To talk?
A Berserker was killed. The body was found in the forest.
The forest is a dangerous place.
The Berserker who was murdered was called Asgore. Did you know him?
Asgore? That asshole. Yeah, I knew him. I kept out of his way. He kissed Ragnar's ass and treated everyone else like rot boar shit.
Sociable guy, aren't you?
Sociable just means happy to talk shit. I don't talk shit.
When were you last in the forest by Goliad?
I don't know. Not for a year. This is the best area for hunting, and all Goliad cares about is me filling my quota. As long as I send them meat and fur, I can stay out here away from small talk and politics.
Do you always hunt with a bow?
A bow? Traps? You should always try and kill at a distance. Learn that, and you will live longer. I'm here to feed berserkers, not the creatures.
You didn't like Asgore.
I didn't put myself in a position where I needed to. Little shit won't be missed.
Sounds like you had a grudge.
I think most people are assholes. You only asked me about Asgore. What's with all these questions? Is some asshole trying to pin this on me?
I'm questioning anyone I meet out here.
If you want an alibi for me, you'll have to go out there and speak to the Raptors.
Is that your only alibi?
I'm a hunter. You want to know where I am? I'm always here in the forest.
What are you hunting?
Whatever I find. You can't be too picky if you want to hit Goliad's quota and feed yourself. You won't catch anyone in Goliad roasting a rot boar. They're missing good meat.
Do you want to stay a hunter?
Nothing wrong with hunting. Let other people kiss ass and climb ladders. I want to stay out here. It's bad enough they send me these half-baked apprentices.
You don't like apprentices?
Apprentices want to be hunters. I get people who don't want to be anything else, so get sent here.
You don't think they deserve a chance?
Sending them here just gives them a chance to get killed. Live day to day, having to hit your quota of meat to send home, while you train people who don't want to be here? I went hunting with Leonard a few days ago. He was so clumsy, he brought a whole pack of raptors down on us. We got home here with no meat, and all of those damn raptors followed us right back here onto our hunting grounds. I'm not doing that again.
You should take care of the raptors.
Hunt raptors alone? Sure. Why not? What's the point of living, hey? Me? I'm gonna have to wait those raptors out, and Goliad will get its meat when I'm ready.
About the raptors. I can take care of these raptors myself.
Then can you leave your belongings here? That will be easier than collecting them from your body later.
No raptor is killing me. Have you found the raptor's trail?
They've been moving around a lot, but it looks like they're to the west of here for now.
Teach me something.
Sure.